Hey everybody, Adam Davidson, RadCast for Wednesday, December 28th. Why does God do things the way that he does them? What is his preferred method and order of operations? We're going to be in Matthew chapter 2 again. Here it goes, 2:13. When they had gone, that is the Magi, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night and left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, out of Egypt I called my son. Jumping ahead after Herod died, this is many days, months, years later. I'm not exactly sure. I guess I should know that. An angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, get up, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead. And that's the word of the Lord. Now, here's what I want to say to you today. I don't understand why God does things the way he does sometimes. And it's okay to say that. Like, there should be no fear in raising these genuine questions. He's big enough to handle them. But it just, if I were Joseph, first of all, I think I'd be afraid to fall asleep sometimes, because he's always got angels coming to him in dreams. And sometimes it's good news, and sometimes it's alarming news. But God just has this way of communicating with his people, and this is how he does it. Why does he do it that way? Because it's what works. It may not be the way Joseph wants it, but it's the way it works. Why is it that God has an angel go to Joseph and say, run, instead of having an angel go to Herod and say, leave the kid alone? I don't know. There's a sort of answer in that, though, and the sort of answer is God doesn't interfere with human history as much as we would like him to, because he has given us freedom. He's given us free will, and for him to tinker with that at every turn would take away our free will. So if Herod wants to be a bad guy and Herod wants to kill the Messiah, then Herod has to be free to do that. Very occasionally will God intervene in a dramatic way where he changes somebody's heart, but usually it's something like, I'm going to arrange things kind of in the background so that it goes this way and that way instead. Yes, it means that Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus have to flee, but they made it, and what an amazing story, right? So here's what I want to say to y'all. Because I've been in that position where it's like, you want it to work out, you want God to make it go, and you have this path in your mind that you want him to take, but he doesn't do it. But this story reminds us the fact that God may not always do things the way that we want, but he always does what works best. He may not always do things the way that we want, but he always does what works best. This is how God works. This is what he does. So you have to trust him in the process, even if it doesn't make sense, because the conclusion, the destination will be for your good and for his glory. This is what it is to follow Jesus in a very strange and harsh world. He understands. He's been there. He ran for his life too. That's RadCast.